Hi guys, welcome back. Uh, another night of the Stanley Cup playoffs are in the books, and thought I'd give some thoughts here. I also too I wanted to ask you guys. I wanted to ask you guys your opinion because I'm kind of doing a little overview of all the games in one thing. Do you guys like it better that way, or should I go and do each individual game and do my own little review of each individual game? I was kind of thinking that a little bit earlier, and I'm like, I wonder if I should. I'm like, do I do each individual one, or do I do it all in one? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. What are your guys' opinions on that? All in one or each individual? I guess, whichever one you guys like best, I'll go for. And I'll definitely try. So, but for right now, I will go over the four, give my thoughts on all four of these, and again, welcome. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you'll enjoy the video. If you do, hit that like button. If you really like it, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you be a part of the channel. And I thank you guys for tuning in, and I thank you guys for everything. So let's start out. We're gonna start out with the my little overview of the Hurricanes and the Bruins. They always say that a series never starts until you lose a game at home. So if that's the case, then that series hasn't started yet, because they go back to Boston. Boston wins, and they looked really good. What was it, 4-2? 4-2 was the final, and again they looked really good. Boston looked really good. They knew they had to win. They had to win this game, because if they were going to go down, if they went down 0-3, they were not coming back. There was no way. There's no way they were going to come back from 0-3 down. So they needed this win very badly, and they went out and they got it. They went out. They took it. Carolina, of course, starting their third string, their third goaltender, Kochetkov, Pyotr Kochetkov. Just say that name 5 times fast. But so he got the start tonight for the Canes, and and he didn't look he didn't look terrible, but Boston came out. They knew they had to win, and they got it done. They got it done 4-2, and they've narrowed that series to 2-1. So that's that's huge. This other one, it might be considered kind of a surprise, but maybe not necessarily, because this is a really good team. Toronto going into Tampa and taking back home ice. So Toronto is up 2-1 on the defending 2-time champion Lightning. Toronto's looked good. They have looked really good. For a team that has not won a playoff series since 19, no, not 19s, not the 19s, since 2004, they're looking really good. Toronto is looking really, really good, and I don't want to put the cart before the horse here, but this Toronto could pull this off. They really could. They could pull off. It would be considered an upset, I think, by some people, even though they are the higher seed. But because of their playoff history and what Tampa has done, if they pull this off, holy cow. I mean, it'd be absolutely incredible. And I got a couple of friends who are huge Maple Leaf fans. I mean, they practically live, they're a lot like Steve Dangle. They practically live and die with that team. So to see them win a playoff series would not only be fantastic, but with the talent those guys have, with Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Campbell's playing outstanding. And the role players they got, Lyubushkin, Mikheyev, Kasha. I mean, they're just they've got a chance. They legitimately have a chance. I mean, they won tonight 5-2, and I'll tell you. I mean, they're up 2-1, and this is something that Tampa has not really dealt with since 2019. I don't think. I mean, if I'm trying to remember back over the last 2 playoffs, I don't think Tampa had been behind in any series of the last 8 series that they've gone through. The last 2 years that they've won the Stanley Cup, I don't think they've trailed in any of those series. This is the second time they're trailing in this one. They were down 1-0 in the series, and now they're down 2-1. We'll see what they can do in Game 4. I mean, this is a team also. They don't lose back-to-back playoff games, so they're going to have to come out, and they're going to have to show that. They're going to have to show that fire again, because you can't lose. I mean, if you're Tampa, you can't lose back-to-back games now. You lose back-to-back games now, and you're going back to Toronto, then I think Toronto could do what they haven't done since 2004, and that's win a playoff series. And if they get by Tampa Bay, all bets are off. In the East, all bets are off. I mean, if they knock out the Tampa Bay Lightning, it'll be a total crapshoot as to who ends up coming out of there, because they knock off the champs. I don't know how you don't favor them to make it all the way. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Then of course this game started and was still going when the Wild game got over, but the Oilers and the Kings. I mean, boy, Edmonton is the last 2 games they've absolutely stomped on LA. They have just beaten them down. They have made LA look not good. I mean, just not good at all. LA definitely has not exactly looked like the 2012 LA Kings or even the 2014 LA Kings. I mean, because obviously this isn't the 2012 or 14 Kings, but man, Edmonton has they've went to work. They have went to work on these guys, and I think what was the final? I should start writing these down. I should start writing these down, because not, I mean, it's, that way I can kind of, I think that one was 5-2 also, maybe 6-2. Not exactly sure. Let me know for sure in the comments. I think it was 5-2 or 6-2. But yeah, the Oilers are looking really good. And then, of course, I mean, last but not least, I hate, sorry about being the homer here, kind of sound like the homer here, but the Minnesota Wild, wow, what a performance they put together tonight. They went into the first game of the series, and they looked, I mean, they didn't look good. They did not look good. They came out flat. They looked uninspired, and they just didn't. They didn't look good. Fleury got shelled, and I really thought, and I know a lot of people around here thought for sure Talbot was going to go in game 2. He didn't. Fleury came out, looked fantastic. The Wild looked fantastic. They tied the series. They went to St. Louis. And right off the hop, they jumped right on them. I mean, not even 30 seconds into the game, they scored. And that was huge. And then, of course, Kaprizov. Boy, is that, I did a video on him early on when they were talking about, because, this was only 7 games in. He had no points in 7 games. None. No goals, no assists, none. And people were saying, I was seeing it online. I even saw it, a little bit, even in some news blogs and stuff like that. Oh, he's not worth the money. Oh, that bum, he's a bum. He doesn't have it. The Wild wasted all this money on him. And I did a video saying you can't judge a contract like that 7 games in. 7 games in, the guy, everybody starts slow. And I was like, take it easy. There's a lot of season left. You can't judge whether or not a contract is good or not until at least, it's a 5-year contract he's got. You're not going to know at least until potentially year 3 whether or not you're overpaying the guy. Well, as of this year, considering he missed being a 50 goal scorer by only 2 or 3. I think he had 48 goals this year. And he became the first Minnesota Wild player in history, in franchise history, to hit 100 points. So to say, I think he's overrated, he's not worth the money. I think he's proving everybody wrong. And I'm very happy to see it. And the last game, he had a hat trick the last game. The goal he had tonight, oh wow. I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm cheering. I'm like, go Kirill, go! And he goes, he makes the moves, the puck slips off his stick, and I'm like, crap. I go and I turn away, and then all of a sudden I hear, he scores! And I'm like, wait, what? Like, what do you mean he scores? Like, how? I didn't see it. Because, I turned away thinking, the scoring chance is done, crap, so I went and I turned away. And then, a couple seconds later, he scores! What happened? And then they showed the replay, and I'm just like, oh my God. Never would I didn't see that coming at all. But, the fact that he stuck with the play, he saw where Husso, the goaltender, was, and the fact that he just kind of looked back and he grabbed and he just fired it back toward him, and it banked right off his skate and in the net. How many people can do that? How many how many real good hockey players are there that can do that? That was a hell of a play, hell of a goal. And it was something else. And Fleury tonight again was fantastic. And to me, barring injury, the only way Cam Talbot sees the net is if Marc-Andre Fleury gets hurt. That's the only way I see Talbot seeing the net. Fleury right now, he is just he's doing what he does. He's doing exactly what he does. He was a little shaky in that first game, but he's come back and he's been fantastic. And as a Wild fan here, I'm very happy to see him in a Wild uniform. Very, very happy. And who knows? Who knows what could happen potentially? But it definitely puts the pressure on the Blues now, because if you're the St. Louis Blues, you gotta find a way to come out on Sunday afternoon and find a way to win. Because if you don't, you go down 3-1 coming back up here to Minnesota. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. It's and the Wild's a team too. They haven't won a series in a long time either. So hopefully for us here in Minnesota, obviously, we're gonna keep cheering on our team here, and yeah, I mean, what a heck of a performance, a 5-1 win for the Wild tonight, and yeah, they've looked fantastic. Kaprizov has looked fantastic. Zuccarello, I mean, that line has been amazing. Zuccarello, Kaprizov, Hartman, just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So hopefully they can keep that going on Sunday afternoon. And yeah, that's another playoff night in the books. And again, let me know your guys' thoughts. Do you guys like the one, the one whole video of just kind of reviewing and giving thoughts of the 4 games all in one? Or would you be more interested in me doing a more deeper dive into each individual game? I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on that. And that should do it for this one. I thank you very much for being here. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And again, if you're new, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit like and subscribe. I would love you very much for it. I would appreciate it very, very much. And because if you like hockey and you like hearing somebody talk hockey, that's what I do. I love talking hockey. It's my passion. Jersey collecting, any kind of hockey talk. It's what I'm very passionate about. And hopefully you guys will tune in. Hopefully, if you're new, you'll hit that like and subscribe button. And I will be very happy to have you be a part of the channel. And I would do everything in my power to make sure that you enjoy the content. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts. What did you guys think about tonight's games? And give me your opinion. Should I do kind of a summary of all the games in one video, or do you want more of a deep dive of each game in its own separate, in its own individual video? Let me know your guys' thoughts on that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for tomorrow's playoff games.